Hi everyone, and welcome back to my final review of these selected episodes of UFO as I take a look at the final episode, Mindbender. So, sunspot activity on the moon means communications blackout. So, moon base is on full alert for a sneak UFO attack, and that's exactly what it looks like. A UFO is detected on the lunar surface. The interceptors are launched. The UFO closes in, nearer and nearer to the moon base. Then suddenly it changes course and explodes. Once the sunspot activity settles down and communications are back open to Shadow HQ Earth, the report is relayed to Straker and he is alarmed. What is going on? He travels up to the moon to investigate. They investigate the area where the UFO blew up. One of the astronauts, Conroy, comes across an interesting crystal and he thinks it's very nice, probably make a nice paperweight. But unfortunately, this is no ordinary crystal. And suddenly, after touching the crystal, Conroy starts going nuts. He starts seeing what looks like cowboys. Yep, cowboys. He marches into control and he sees more cowboys and he gets involved in a fight with the personnel on the moon base. This escalates as he gets a gun and he starts going on a killing spree. As far as he is concerned, everybody is an enemy. He starts to think that he is some sort of cowboy as well. And eventually he gets involved in a shootout with Straker and Foster. And the end result is he is killed. So Straker has a complete mystery on his plate. Why does an astronaut like Conroy go completely nuts when his medical and his records suggest this guy is a top astronaut in perfect condition? So, travelling back to Earth, Straker meets Henderson over another matter about a shadow financial report, which is also bugging Straker. In the meantime, Conroy's goods have been sent back down to Shadow headquarters, all his belongings. They are examined by Diva, and of course Diva picks up the crystal, and he too goes nuts. He goes on a killing spree. He takes Colonel Virginia Lake hostage, and he thinks the whole of Shadow headquarters has been taken over by the aliens. He's totally convinced everyone on Shadow headquarters is an alien. Straker is forced to make a dramatic decision. He doesn't want to, but he realizes he's got no choice and he has to. He tells Foster the first opportunity he gets, shoot Diva. And that's exactly what happens. Diva is taken out. The mystery deepens. Now 2 personnel have gone completely crazy. The only connection is they both went crazy. Straker doesn't know what exactly it is that connects the dots. and he's trying to get to the bottom of this before it escalates any further. So, 2 incidents have happened, and Straker is no closer to finding out exactly why. Straker and Foster go through Conroy's personal belongings just before Straker has a meeting with Henderson over the latest incident, and Straker picks up the crystal. Little does Straker know he's about to have a Mindbender himself. And he gets in an argument with Henderson when they meet, and the argument escalates, and Straker looks like he's getting out of control. Then suddenly somebody shouts out, "Cut!" Suddenly, Straker is no longer Straker. He is an actor on a set. And of course, he cannot quite get to grips with this. He's wondering what is going on. So he sort of goes out, walking around and so on. He gets called to a Rush's film studio to, look at footage he's filmed, which he doesn't understand. And he sees his life being put up on the big screen on the projector, and it's completely confusing him. He can't get to grips with it. He heads on back down to where Henderson was, and it looks like shadow sets are everywhere of Moonbase, Skydiver. He just doesn't understand it. He can't get to grips with it. He's completely losing his mind. He then blows his top again at Henderson, picks up the crystal and smashes it against the wall. And at that point, Straker is back in the world of reality. The crystal's hold over Straker has ended. Of course, Shadow personnel are rather alarmed, but they now see that Straker has regained control. He's back to normal. The link was the crystal, a booby trap of the mind. As for a final episode, this is quite good. I like the way they show you the shadow sets of Skydiver and Moonbase. The way they open it all up, it's really good. It's an interesting series, UFO. It's a very mixed bag, and this one was a very peculiar, strange, weird episode. But I like it. I really like it. It's a fantastic episode. It's just a shame that UFO got cancelled, but if it didn't get cancelled, we wouldn't have got Space 99. So it's sort of yeah and nay sort of situation. Yeah, great episode, Mindbender. Very peculiar. It's interesting the way the aliens try a different approach to cause havoc, disrupt Shadow by sending people nuts who come into contact with this crystal, which is the booby trap of the mind, as Straker says. So, yeah, very good. So, well, there we go, folks. It was just a brief look at some UFO episodes that I've enjoyed. Not the entire series, just a few select ones. I recommend people should watch UFO. And I'll do another short video to follow this one up. In the meantime, have a great day. Goodbye.